I interviewed Fawn Germer upon the release of her book, Coming Back: How to Win the Job You Want When You've Lost the Job You Need. Terrific book. I interviewed her right before the pandemic started. And I'll just simply say she tells a wonderful story in chapter 10, and the chapter is called Branding Your Relevance. It's a story about a little store in a tiny strip mall near her home in Florida. And the store was called Bobby's This and That. And no one knew from the name of the store what it was that they sold. And really took a lot of effort to go in because it was an out of the way place. And again, no one knew what they sold and what made it any good. And one day she drove by and saw that it was closed. And she stopped by a watch repair place to get a battery next door and talked to a woman there and said, I always wondered why the store had that name, This and That. What a stupid name for a business. It didn't tell me anything about what was in the store, and you couldn't see inside, she said. I'm Bobby, said the woman. So, in other words, this is the owner of the store that went out of business. And then she continues on, and I'm going to read directly from the book because it's really useful. So many people run their careers like Bobby's This and That. They hide what they are offering and they wonder why they aren't getting any notice. They don't take the time to brand themselves or even figure out what their brand is. If you haven't defined your personal brand, you're leaving it to others to define it for you. Few will make the effort. Few people ever stop by Bobby's This and That to see what was for sale. But if her business name had let me know what she was selling, or she'd installed a window showcasing what was inside, she might still be in business. So the next statements are very important for you. Do people know what it is that separates you from everybody else? Do you? And that's the question I have for you. What makes you different than all the other people in your organization who do similar work to you? And in the public at large, do people really know what makes you different? In my work, I describe myself as doing no BS career advice. That's what people hire me to do, provide no BS career advice. That can relate to a job search, hiring more effectively, management leadership, a whole host of different things. But they understand I'm around career advice. Do people know that about you? And if they don't, what can you do to change it? Contact me. Let's spend some time talking. I'd be happy to offer career advice to you. Reach out to me through my website, thebiggamehunter.us. You can schedule time for an introductory call, which I call a discovery call. Schedule time for coaching. Find out about my courses, books, and guides. There's a lot there to help. And I'll also remind you, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/the Big Game Hunter. Have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great.